welcome to Next Level Toys. How many of y'all remember growing up to this?
The Micro Machine Man here, presenting the genuine, original, colossally flexible, most miniature replicas of the real things. Micro Machines. Dramatically detailed, stupendously styled, smaller than a nut. This one or this one?
Yep, that's right. Micro Machines. So it's been close to 5 years since we've done a Micro Machines video. We've acquired a few more since then. Plus a few I had from my childhood that we finally came across. So we're going to show you all these cars. But first, let's check out this cool one. This is a Micro Machines from 1991. It's a big Micro Machines. It's actually battery operated, but we have no battery for it. Shell gasoline. To give you an idea why they're called Micro Machines, this is your standard Hot Wheel car. This is your standard Micro Machine. These were made in the 80s into mid-90s. I grew up with a bunch of these. Let us start off with this, what appears to be a Jaguar. Awesome little car. We're going to display them on the Hot Wheel track. Got this cool retro rusty looking van. Here's a Ferrari. It has really cool copper looking paint. How about an army truck? This looks pretty much brand new. We had a few of these when I was a kid, and this is one of the originals. It still has the doors. They made a few different cars like this. Be gentle here. Well, you kind of get the concept, but I don't want to break the door off. To think I played with this thing 20 years ago, and it's still intact. How about a 57 Chevy? Some good detail in these tiny little cars. They do all have metal bottoms, but the chassis, or not chassis, but bodies, are all plastic. This is not really made by Micro Machines, but it's the same scale. It's Jeff Gordon. Same year too. This is from the early 90s. Back in the day, I was a Rainbow Warrior fan. I still am. Got a couple of twin Goodyear race cars with the dude still inside. He looks like he could come out, but we don't want to yank him out of there. Here's a rescue fire truck. So that's a tiny little thing, complete with a little bit of hair. Even has a tow hitch. Yes, we even have some airplanes. The propeller's missing a piece, but it is all plastic. This is one of my coolest Micro Machines. It is Mercedes. It is a Micro Machines, in case you're wondering. It does have a solid metal body, but the bottom is plastic. And you actually pull back, and it actually drives itself. Pretty cool. It probably won't work too well on this. It does have little rubber tires too. How about a little Thunderbird here? At least I think it's a Thunderbird. If I get these wrong, please let me know in the comments. I'm always happy to answer and reply to y'all. We appreciate all the love and support. Hopefully we can reach out to many others. This is a little Coast Guard micro machine boat. But how about a 4x4? Looks to be a Jaguar, but I'm not quite sure. The wheels are all totally bent because I smashed the crap out of it when I was younger. Most of these are from my childhood. This isn't, but we did pick it up a few years ago. It's a little tiny go-kart. The detail is pretty amazing on that. I found this at a yard sale a long time ago. It kind of reminded me of the Crazy 8 PlayStation game, Crazy Taxi. This is actually a taxi car. I played that game a lot when I was younger. Can't beat a big engine. Appears to be a Camaro. Sorry for the blur. You can't help that autofocus. Speaking of micro machines, we are going to throw this in here just because it is so itsy bitsy. I don't even know what this is, but it's the littlest thing I ever seen. Yoink. Better not put that there. Autofocus will eat it alive. Now this is a pretty awesome little micro machine. It's got a lot of special features on it. You can open up the hood there to reveal the massive V8. We got opening doors. I don't want to break it, but from 1990. I mean, it looks pretty much brand new. This is a definite, looks to be a Mustang or Camaro. I'm not really sure, but please let me know. It's a big 4x4. We got a camper off of a truck. The truck is in there somewhere. And this looks like a Boss Mustang with the big engine and the race stripes. In fact, I definitely believe that is a Boss Mustang. That's pretty hot and heavy. How about a little tiny bike with rolling tires? Oh, this one's missing a tire. It must have fallen off. Here's a cool van. I don't have too many of the vans, but we got one. I love the paint job on this. This is like the holographic paint. I have a few of them like that. They came in a set. Long time ago when I was a teenager. Maybe even pre-teen. This is one of my favorite cars. This is the Lamborghini. I definitely played with that a lot. Even back then, I loved my supercars. And we have a rescue Bronco with an antenna. In very nice shape for its age. Most of these are in pretty good shape. I didn't really beat them too much because I knew one whack with a hammer is done for. Now here's a cool little car. You look through it and it shows you an image. I gotta check that out. The image is faded, but it's just like looking into a white box. I don't know if it was a magnifying glass, but I remember looking into that and seeing something when I was younger. If you know, let me know, because I'm pretty sure there was something in there at one point. Here's a Ferrari. You can always tell by the back, usually. I love my Ferraris. One day, it'd be really awesome to have a Ferrari. That'd be my choice of cars. How about an airplane? This one's actually all intact. It's a 747. I actually took a 747 in 2001 actually to a bowling tournament. My first and last time on a plane. I'm not a big fan. Gigantic dump truck here. It's a 4x4 micro machine with a big block engine. You gotta have a big engine to haul that dirt around, right? This is a micro machine. It is a speed train. The engine, anyway. I thought we'd throw that in there since it is from the same era. And it is a micro machine. We did try to throw everything we could together. Check this out. It's a Hot Wheel rig. It is not an actual micro machine, but it is the same scale. Or at least close to it. So, he has joined the fun. And how about a little Ford NASCAR by Imperial? From the same time era and same scale. But it's not an actual micro machine. This is a pretty cool truck. It's a Suzuki. It's got a piece missing there, but besides that, it's ready to roll. Here's another one of them wind-up micro machines with the metal body. This is a Porsche. It might run. You can hear it, but I'm not going to really do it on here. But let's try it. Oh, it moved a little. It is so heavy. I can imagine only rolling too far anyway. It's pretty stout. Oil and gas. To a tank car. To a train. Micro machine. Everything was made tiny. Then we have some wood from the train. And we also have the charcoal. Yoink. I don't think I got the engine. Now here is the truck with the camper. Yeah, we got one there, but this one, it goes like that. It's time to go RVing. How about a custom quad cab truck here? Maybe it's a Chevy. It's been flattened out, so I'm not really sure. Completely. 1989 Super Coop. This is kind of a rarer car. I don't really see these too often, but there it is in the flesh. It's got the red, white, and blue, which I'm a big fan of. This is a, looks like be a souped up Firebird. Really souped up. It has a big, unusual body, but there it is. Pennzoil, another NASCAR. Not a micro machine. This is a micro machine. It's a big rig. So you can see they are pretty similar in size. So that's why we put him in there. Here's an unusual car we just had to throw in. It's the same scale, but it is definitely bizarre. Even to this day, I've still never found another car like that. It looks like it got smashed 10 times. Here's one of our only other vans, pretty much. Orange and blue micro machine van. Matches the track. I say that and I pull out another van. The paint does come off of these. As you can see, they turn white after the paint comes off. Looks like Channel 4 News. That looks like a Dodge Challenger. What do you think? I know one thing, it goes with this track. We need a police officer here with, it looks like there'll be another Dodge Charger perhaps. They do move. Oops. Here comes the cavalry. It is the number 48 Micro Machine tank. How freaking awesome is that? I didn't play with it too much because I was afraid to break this. It is plastic, but still looks new. Thanks for not playing with it, right? A smashed up Porsche. It did have a trunk. It did have doors. I think the hood still comes up. Barely, but yeah, there's the hood. Another 4x4. Looks to be a Mustang. I think I already have one of these. I do. We'll just put them together. We have a bunch of them here, folks. I literally went through and found and came across a few others through the years. This is a Chevy Blazer, I believe, with another engine. It's the size of, well, it's big. How about another 57 Chevy with another big block? Got that red and white paint scheme. I love this truck. It has so much detail, two-tone paint. It is actually pretty awesome. And the paint schemes makes it look like actual metal bumpers. I found that last year at a yard sale. I think I gave $0.25 for it. It was in a miscellaneous bag of toys, so I grabbed it. And this was actually there too. There was a few of them in that bag. I think everything was $0.25. Got the Gator Mobile. Gotta look for those alligators. In fact, I think it's one of the last ones I even found since I haven't found none this year because of COVID. I went to a few yard sales, but just keep striking out with the Micro Machines. Another airplane. Got another airplane. These was in an old 5-year video. Missing propellers. Speed machine van. Don't know too many souped up vans, but well, there's one. How about another rescue vehicle? San Francisco Fire Department. I'm guessing that's what that stands for. It works, right? Here's another car. I forgot what the name of this would be. It's an unusual car, but if you know, let me know, because I am kind of curious. Kinda, that is. Here's the back end of the motorized truck, which I don't think I have the rig to this. Got another large Micro Machine tank. It is plastic with metal bottom, but it is quite large. And it's all intact. Sadly, this is a Lamborghini. It does have an opening trunk and the back. See that here. Kind of hard to keep it open, but it has the Lamborghini doors that open up as well. If I get it. How cool is that? It actually opens up like a Lamborghini. But we're missing a door. I think it's still somewhere actually in one of my boxes. If I can just find it and put it back on. Here's a Ferrari that is completely clear. You can see the inside of it. It is missing the hood. I don't think we have the hood, because that was from a long time ago. I definitely like my tanks, and I still do. Here's another micro tank. This one's a smaller tank. How about a dump truck? It'd be really cool if it actually dumped, but it don't. It does have 3 axles that all move. Got a couple speedboats. This one rattles, so I'm not sure what's inside of it, but they feel like they got something in them, maybe to help keep them in the water level instead of just flopping over. Since we're on the subject, here's one more. This is another Coast Guard little ship there. Definitely not the scale as the others. How about a Air Force jet? It actually still has the wheels. Most of mine did lose the wheels over the years. Another Ferrari. They made a lot of Ferraris, which I did not complain. This one, you can even see, if the camera don't screw up, it still has the little yellow Ferrari logo on the hood. There's the engine. There's another engine. I forgot the engine's in the back, but apparently he has 2 engines. And then we got the doors. They're so little, I'm not going to try to pry them open, but that's one of my favorites as well. Here's another car that you can look through. I'm not sure what it was, but it's clear as well. It's been like washed away. There's a little bit of blue in there. Looks like a Nissan Datsun or an older style Porsche. I'm not quite sure. Copper paint. Everybody needs a little ambulance. Medical emergency. How about another convertible that glistens in the sunlight? I love the paint schemes back on these cars. And we got flash bands. Blue and white. Micro. Here's a big rig. Very large micro machine. Well, not really, but in scale it is pretty large. How about a 57 Chevy Convertible? Very nice little car. Definitely like this Monte Carlo. You can tell Monte Carlo a mile away. That is an old Monte Carlo. Number 7. A lot of detail in that. And we got ourselves another Dodge Charger. This one's in better shape. Orange and black. Orange and black. Check out this classic convertible. The doors open. You got a little trunk back here that opens. And there's actually another seat back there, actually. Then you got the engine. I would say that's my top 3 favorite cars. It's kind of a rare one, I believe, as well. If you recognize anything that you had when you was a kid, please let me know. Here's the yellow and blue version of the ambulance. Red, white, yellow, blue. Which is your favorite? I like the yellow and blue, actually. Another speedboat. Different paint schemes. This one's kind of an unusual car. It looks to be like a Lamborghini. but I'm not really sure because it has this futuristic, gigantic engine on the back. It's definitely awesome. Got a Derby speedboat. That one rattles too. United States Air Force. It even says it on the side there. How cool is that? It is missing the wheels. Pretty traditional for my cars and things. My planes, for some reason, are missing a lot of pieces. How about an Indy car? I think that's my only one, actually. Sadly, yeah, the wings are even missing off of that. There's a black version of the speedboat, Derby. It was not painted, it was actually made like that. Copper and black. How about this black and red Porsche convertible? Nothing opens on it, but you can see the nice detail on it. Then we got a convertible with blue paint, little stripes on the side. Classic black interior. You think that's illegal tint? Here's another very large army plane. It does have the wheels, but the propellers are missing off that. This one has the guy and the girl cruising around in the little convertible. Not sure what kind of car that is. Let's just call it a Nissan, I guess, because the opening and closing headlights. Oh, twins! This was an unusual micro machine. I picked that up at a yard sale a long time ago. It is like a soapbox type of car. It's really light, red, white, and blue. It's pretty cool. It is a micro machine. Then we got this kind of futuristic classic car. It swoops in the front, and in the back it looks like a normal old car. The front doesn't. Still cool though. Hologram Porsche. That's what I called these when I was younger. They look like hologram paint jobs. Hopefully the camera can do this justice because it still looks good. Then we got, it looks like a speed car, but it's got tracks on the back, like a tank. The classic Ford Bronco. One of my favorites. A lot of these are my favorites. I will keep saying that probably, but this one has turbo. So that is super cool. Here's the convertible with the convertible down of that same car. It may be a car that's out there. I'm just not sure what that would be. But there it is. Before and after the convertible being closed. How about this Camaro or Firebird with the T-tops? We got opening doors, trunk and the hood. A lot of nice detail in that. Not a piece of dirt on it. It is brand new still. 1980 something. But here's a nice chopped purple and green and black hot rod. That's definitely classic. This looks to be a Bentley. We'll just say it's a Bentley, but if not, let me know. It's that or a Rolls Royce. A definite favorite of mine. Then we got the army rig to deliver the troops with the 3 axles. You can still see the army star on the side of it. Here's a Fox body Mustang. One of my more favorite Mustangs. I won't lie, the 2020 Mustang does look pretty hot, but this one has opening hoods and doors and no trunk though. Look at that little door. Then we got one of my very few Corvettes. I think that might be my only Corvette. Blue and white. It may not be 57 Chevy, but we're just calling that because it looks similar, and it is a Chevy. 56, 57. Baja Ridge Runner 4x4 pickup truck with large tires. Speaking of large tires, they don't get no bigger than that. And this is a micro machine. You can usually tell by the bottom of them. Oh, here's a Corvette. You can definitely tell, but it is missing the hood. Still has the working doors. And there's the engine. With another engine. Let's just say that's the trunk. I don't know. A Lamborghini I picked up at a yard sale a long time ago. It had this red string wrapped around it. So I just left it wrapped around it. Here's another one of them trucks with the big tires. I'm assuming they go together. Pretty cool. I'm going to save my best for last. We got another one with those big tires. It's a older Corvette, I believe. Like the 60s model body. Then we have another muscle car here. I'm not quite sure. The Dodge. Hit me up. Maybe it's a Plymouth. I'm not quite sure. An orange rig with 3 axles. Nice shape besides the trailer missing. I don't know what happened to the trailers. I must not have liked them when I was younger. I just tossed them away. But here's a Goodyear coupe. Here's another one of them blue and white fantasy cars. I have no idea what that is. Cadillac, maybe? The black and white police car. We're just going to call that a Dodge Challenger or Charger. A little race car. Missing a piece of the wing, sadly. But it is quite fragile. Here's another Corvette. It looks identical to the red white one I just poured out a little bit ago. Let's put them together. This is a definite older Porsche. I know my Porsches pretty well, but that's a definite older one. 911 Porsche looks like. Then we got the Corvette. Definite, because well, it says vet on the side, so that's a dead giveaway. A very nice detailed Lamborghini with the wing, everything still intact. And they did a lot of detail on these. I don't know if you can tell, but the detail is actually pretty incredible for such a tiny car. And here's another one of them fantasy cars. Except this one's red. So this is not an actual Micro Machine, but it is by Majorette. Majorette jumped on the Micro Machine bandwagon and made this. It's a Micro Machine Ferrari. You push down and it'll make it like a little race car noise. Just like their larger versions of the Sonic Flashers, it's a micro Sonic Flasher. My only one I have like that. That's my second favorite out of my collection. Another 57 Chevy with some paint missing though. Another convertible with a holographic looking paint. The blue and white racing Camaro. Has Josh on the side of it. Josh? I think that is a Ferrari. I'm pretty sure. It threw me off there for a second, but the emblem looks like a Ferrari. It kind of looks like a Corvette too, so. Yep, it's a Ferrari. Little miniature Ferrari. A sport bike with both tires. They don't roll too well, but we had a few of those when I was younger. This is another one of them clear cars that you can see all the way through. It's missing a piece of the hood, but all the good stuff opens up and closes, and we got a little suicide seat back here is what you call it. And then you got the opening doors. Older Mercedes. I definitely like the Benz. Anything European, you know, I'm crazy for. Mostly. Got another holographic convertible. I got like 5 or 6 of these, don't I? Then we have a tiny Ferrari. White this time instead of red. We got all the opening pieces. Well, you get the idea. Micro Machines, they put in a lot of detail in these cars. This reminds me of James Bond. It's the Mercedes. We got the opening trunk and hood with the tiny little doors that actually open up like a Ferrari or Lamborghini. In very nice shape. A definite collector's item. And we got another one of these Goodyear cars. Just your basic Micro Machine. Ah, there's the other truck to the camper. Ta-da! So we got both of those completed. And we have a blue and white convertible. We got another one of those here somewhere. There it is. Alright, here's my third favorite of the bunch. It's a Nomad. My only one. And it's purple and white. How awesome is that color? It's got a little scuff on it, but it should come off. Looks like crayon. Down my last one. This is my favorite of them all. It is the Castro oil Ferrari Micro Machine that you pull back. I had so much fun with this when I was younger, and it's still here. Metal body, bottom. We got 3 others or 2 others like that. But that is definitely my gem of the collection. Thank you for watching Next Level Toys. Until then, we will see you next time. Happy hunting out there. Goodbye.